Hey folks, and welcome to Pixil's top 5 most brutal ninja/samurai games as of March 2023. Firstly, a disclaimer that I do not condone any real-life violence in any way, as brutal fighting and slaughter is only cool when pretend through means such as video games and movies. I've always found ancient Japan's assassins and warriors, aka ninjas and samurais, to be very interesting. The idea that such dedicated and intense lifelong training could yield such incredibly capable and deadly individuals is truly fascinating. Naturally, these intriguing characters have made their way into a number of great video games over the years. Some of these games have also incorporated representations of the sheer brutality that ensued these types of 15th century warriors, so let's take a look at the 5 most brutal ones that have. First off at number 5, we have Ghostrunner from 2020. You've heard of a run and gun game before, well this is kind of a run and slash type of game instead. Although not really a combat focused ninja game, there are plenty of quite brutal moments in both the cutscenes and the gameplay. At its core, this is essentially a fast-paced parkour platform game with a splash of blood and gore thrown in. You only get one slice of your katana per enemy, but they can be sliced in twain at most any angle, which looks pretty cool. I just wish you could hit them more than once. The main difficulty in the game lies in the fact that your character will die instantly with a single shot from an enemy. Despite being a bit frustrating at times, this is a cool title with excellent graphics that most players will enjoy. At number 4 we have Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance from 2013. Despite it being a decade-old game now, there are few titles out there with as much enemy slicing and dicing as this one. This is a very story-driven game with probably more cutscenes than actual gameplay, but there's certainly plenty of bloody brutality throughout. You'll come across many humanoid cyborgs and plenty of big robots too to rip to shreds in this game. Sure, the graphics are a bit dated now, but this is one really cool and brutal cyborg ninja game that doesn't disappoint. Coming in at number 3, we have Ghost of Tsushima from 2020. The samurai game exhibits quite a lot of brutal battle activity both in cutscenes and within gameplay. Although there's actually not much dismemberment to be seen in the gameplay, it's more of the realistic visuals and the truly ruthless enemies in this title that make it a very intensely brutal game. There's quite a bit of blood splashing around as you stab and chop into your enemies, and some of the scenes portrayed in the vicious cutscenes are borderline stomach churning due to how realistic they look. With its breathtaking top-notch graphics, deep stories, and gorgeous open-world environments, this is probably the best samurai game out there today, and one of the most brutal as well. Stepping up to number 2 is Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge from 2012 and remade for PC and modern consoles in 2021. Still being the latest entry of the Ninja Gaiden series, this title took the already well-established brutal violence from the previous games and kicked it up a notch. This title allows you to slice your many opponents into hamburger meat. You won't find many other ninja games with such a focus on slaughtering enemies into pieces as this one. Not only do you have your trusty standard ninja katana to tear into your enemies with, but you can even attach razor-sharp blades to your hands and feet as well, allowing you to literally punch and kick straight through the gut of your foes or tear into them Wolverine style too. This is definitely a tough title to beat in the brutal gore department, and it is one of my favorite personal games to play. At the number 1 spot we have Shadow Warrior 3 from 2022. Holding true to its predecessors, this title has just sick levels of brutality and gore. However, this game series attempts to make all the crazy blood and gore more acceptable with their heavy comedic overtones, of course. Cracking bad jokes and slaughtering mutant demons is your character's primary objective in this crazy-ass game. I suppose this title does kind of cheat as a ninja game, as you also get an assortment of powerful guns to use in addition to your sword. There's a big focus on gory details here, so expect to see plenty of random organs, bones, and other bloody parts flying around on a regular basis. If you're looking for the most brutal and downright messy gore ninja game made to date though, then this is certainly it. Well, there you have it folks. I hope you liked this video, and if you have, make sure to hit that subscribe button.